NENOMATICA, where mathematics meets YouTube excellence. The key idea is to convert the logarithmic inequality into simple inequalities on f of x and g of x by comparing g of x to 1 and by splitting the base into two cases. First, we must satisfy the domain conditions of any logarithm. 1. The argument must be positive, g of x greater than 0. 2. The base must be positive, f of x greater than 0. 3. The base cannot be 1, f of x not equal to 1. We will keep these constraints in mind while solving. The next idea is this: any base raised to 0 equals 1. So, saying log base of b is greater than or equal to 0 is comparing b to 1. If the base is greater than 1, the logarithm is increasing, so b must be greater than or equal to 1. If the base is between 0 and 1, the logarithm is decreasing, so b must be less than or equal to 1, but still positive. Let's visualize both behaviors. Now we put everything together for our general inequality log base f of x of g of x greater than or equal to 0. Case A, the base is between 0 and 1. Then we keep g of x positive and require g of x less than or equal to 1. Case B, the base is greater than 1. Then we simply require g of x greater than or equal to 1. The final answer set is the union of the solutions of case A and case B. Let us cement the method with a quick example. Solve log base x of x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. Domain x minus 1 must be positive, so x greater than 1. The base must be positive and not equal to 1. Together this means x greater than 1 and x not 1, which is simply x greater than 1. Case A would require 0 less than x less than 1, and 0 less than x minus 1 less than or equal to 1. This contradicts x greater than 1, so case A gives no solutions. Case B is x greater than 1 and x minus 1 greater than or equal to 1, so x greater than or equal to 2. On a number line, the solution is all x greater than or equal to 2. To summarize, solving log base f of x of g of x greater than or equal to 0 comes down to 3 steps. 1. Enforce the domain, g of x greater than 0, f of x greater than 0, and f of x not equal to 1. 2. Split into two cases based on the base. If f of x is greater than 1, then g of x is greater than or equal to 1. If 0 is less than f of x and less than 1, then 0 is less than g of x and less than or equal to 1. 3. Solve both systems and take the union of their solutions. The problem is, log base negative 4x squared plus 12x minus 8 of absolute value 4x minus 5 is greater than 0. To analyze a logarithmic inequality, we split by the base. If the base is greater than 1, then log base of b greater than 0 means b is greater than 1. If 0 is less than a and a is less than 1, then log base of b greater than 0 means b is between 0 and 1. Also remember, a must be positive and a cannot equal 1. The argument absolute value for x minus 5 must be strictly positive. Start with case 1, base greater than 1. That means negative 4x squared plus 12x minus 8 is greater than 1. Move 1 to the left, we get negative 4x squared plus 12x minus 9 is greater than 0. Multiply by negative 1 and flip the sign. 4x squared minus 12x plus 9 is less than 0. That factors as left parenthesis 2x minus 3 right parenthesis squared less than 0. But a square cannot be strictly negative, so case 1 yields no solution. Next, find where the base is valid. Let a of x equal negative 4x squared plus 12x minus 8. We will sketch of x to see where it is positive and where it equals 1. Notice of x is 0 at x equals 1 and x equals 2, and reaches its maximum value 1 at x equals 3/2. Therefore, I of x is positive only between 1 and 2, and it equals 1 exactly at x equals 3/2, which must be excluded. Because the maximum value of a is 1 at x equals 3/2, there is no region where it is greater than 1. Therefore, we must be in case 2, 0 less than a less than 1. That means 0 is less than the argument, and the argument is less than 1. So we solve 0 less than absolute value 4x minus 5, less than 1, together with x in the interval 1 to 2, and x not equal to 3/2. Let us solve the absolute value inequality. Absolute value for x minus 5 less than 1 gives minus 1 less than 4x minus 5 less than 1. Add 5 across. Then divide by 4, 1 less than x, and x less than 3 halves. Also, absolute value for x minus 5 greater than 0 means x is not equal to 5/4. Let us visualize the intersection on a number line. We already have 1 less than x less than 3 halves from the argument, removing x equals 5/4. The base domain restricts us to 1 less than x less than 2, excluding x equals 3 halves. Intersecting gives the final answer, from 1 to 5/4 union from 5/4 to 3 halves. We're going to solve the logarithmic inequality. The inequality is log base x of open parenthesis 2x plus 2 over 5 divided by 5 times open parenthesis 1 minus x close parenthesis greater than 0. Plan. We'll first note the domain restrictions and then split into two cases depending on the base x. Case 1x greater than 1. Case 2x between 0 and 1. Because the base x is variable, the inequality sign behavior depends on whether x is greater than 1 or between 0 and 1. So we solve two systems. First system with x greater than 1 and the condition that the argument is greater than 1. Second system with 0 less than x less than 1 and the argument between 0 and 1. Let's simplify the expression that appears on both sides. Subtract 1 by bringing to common denominator. 2x plus 2/5 over 5 times 1 minus x minus 1 equals. Case 1, assume x greater than 1. Then 1 minus x is negative. So 5 times 1 minus x is negative. For the fraction to be greater than 0, the numerator must also be negative. Case 2, assume 0 less than x less than 1. Then 1 minus x is positive, so the denominator is positive. The argument must be between 0 and 1, so we need two subconditions, greater than 0 and less than 1. Subinequality A, the fraction greater than 0. Since denominator positive, numerator must be positive. Subinequality B, the fraction less than 1. Move 1 to left and combine fractions. Now intersect all conditions for case 2. 0 less than x less than 1, x greater than minus 1/5, and x less than 23 over 35. Let's show the final interval on a number line. We mark 0 and 23 over 35. In this lesson, we will solve a system of logarithmic inequalities step by step and visualize the solution region on the xy plane. Here is the system we will solve. The key idea is to use two facts about logarithms. First, for base a greater than 1, log base of b greater than 0 means b is greater than 1. Second, for base of between 0 and 1, log base of b greater than 0 means b is between 0 and 1. Before we apply those rules, we must enforce the domain of logarithms. For log base 2 minus x of 2 minus y, the base must be positive and not equal to 1, and the argument must be positive. For log base 4 minus y of 2x minus 2, the base must be positive and not equal to 1, and the argument must be positive. Now, analyze the first inequality. Case A, the base 2 minus x is greater than 1. Then 2 minus y must be greater than 1. Case B, the base 2 minus x is between 0 and 1. Then 2 minus y must be between 0 and 1. Next, analyze the second inequality. Case C, the base 4 minus y is greater than 1. Then 2x minus 2 is greater than 1. Case D, the base 4 minus y is between 0 and 1. Then 2x minus 2 is between 0 and 1. The system means both inequalities must be true at the same time. We will draw a coordinate plane and shade the possible regions. Therefore, the solution set is 3 halves less than x less than 2 and 1 less than y less than 2. Our plan is, first, determine the domain, then split into two cases, when the base is greater than 1 and when the base is between 0 and 1. Step 1, domain. For the logarithm to be defined, the argument must be positive, the base must be positive, and the base must not be equal to 1. Additionally, the square roots require x plus 1 and x minus 1 to be non-negative. From the square roots, we get x greater than or equal to 1. The argument, x squared minus 3x plus 1, must be strictly positive. For the base, square root of x plus 1 minus square root of x minus 1 must be positive and not equal to 1. Let's find where it equals 1 to exclude it from the domain. Solving square root of x plus 1 minus square root of x minus 1 equals 1. We get x equals 5/4. So the working domain is all x greater than or equal to 1, excluding x equals 5/4. Now, we split into two cases using the property of logarithmic inequalities. When the base is greater than 1, the inequality log base b of a greater than or equal to 0 means a is greater than or equal to 1. When the base is between 0 and 1, log base b of a greater than or equal to 0 means a is between 0 and 1 inclusive of 1, and strictly greater than 0. Case 1. Base greater than 1 implies the system. Base greater than 1 and argument greater than or equal to 1. First, solve the base inequality. Square root of x plus 1 minus square root of x minus 1 greater than 1. From our equality analysis, the base equals 1 at x equals 5/4, and the base is decreasing in x. So b greater than 1 corresponds to x in the interval from 1 inclusive to 5/4 exclusive. Next, solve the argument inequality x squared minus 3x plus 1 greater than or equal to 1. That simplifies to x squared minus 3x greater than or equal to 0, which factors into x times x minus 3 greater than or equal to 0. This holds for x less than or equal to 0 or x greater than or equal to 3. Intersecting with the interval 1 to 5/4 yields the empty set. So case 1 contributes no solutions. Case 2, base between 0 and 1 implies the system. Base strictly between 0 and 1, and argument strictly greater than 0, but less than or equal to 1. For the base, since the base equals 1 at x equals 5/4 and decreases with x, we have 0 less than base less than 1 when x is greater than 5/4. For the argument condition, split it into two parts x squared minus 3x plus 1 less than or equal to 1, and x squared minus 3x plus 1 strictly greater than 0. Part a x squared minus 3x plus 1 less than or equal to 1 simplifies to x squared minus 3x less than or equal to 0, so x is between 0 and 3 inclusive. Part b x squared minus 3x plus 1 strictly greater than 0 is true for x less than the smaller root or greater than the larger root. The roots are 3 minus square root 5 over 2 and 3 plus square root 5 over 2. Intersecting part a and part b gives the union of the interval from 0 to 3 minus square root 5 over 2, and the interval from 3 plus square root 5 over 2 to 3. Now intersect with the base condition x greater than 5/4. The left small interval is eliminated because it lies below 5/4. The right interval survives from 3 plus square root 5 over 2 to 3. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more math lessons. NENOMATICA, where mathematics meets YouTube excellence.